Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver and today we are playing Apocalypse. Now this one's a bit of an unorthodox one, as you'll see in time. But yeah, I thought it was interesting enough to showcase anyhow. But yeah, so let's get into it. So yeah, we're Apocalypse. Pick up a Cinderella nice and early, and then you get a pair of Wizard's Familiars, which normally I don't really like to pick up on Apocalypse unless unless we're in this situation where we get to cast a bunch of spells immediately. But yeah, so we find ourselves with some mage characters immediately, and I mean they're just like our best options because they're getting a bunch of stats on them early. Even though we're gonna cast a couple forbidden fruits, so we're kind of taking damage to get these spell triggers, but I think in the long run it's worth it. I'm pretty sure the stats we gain and the quest progress we get from Cinderella kind of it all kind of comes out in the wash or whatever. So so yeah, we're gonna be able to buy a 3 and then roll and find a crafty. So not the greatest 3.0 board, but we've got some decent stats going on. We get some pretty fortunate we get a pretty fortunate combat here to win. I think our opponent probably was favored there, but we got, like I said, we got some fortunate RNG there that let the fight go our way. This opponent has double stag already, so the fact that they get to attack with both means they're definitely going to be too big for us. But never mind, we get the draw, and we get a Spellweaver out of this Ogre Princess to go with our familiars. So again, apparently Apocalypse really wants us to buy mages because that's what we're getting in our shops. And here's between Treasure Map and Hat, and I actually really like Hat on Apocalypse. I think it like in general you're trying to buy expensive spells anyways, so Merlin's Hat actually goes a long way to kind of mitigating some of those costs. And we're gonna lock the stag triple, even though we're going into level 4 here. I mean, just getting another shot at a 3 is gonna be very good. I mean, it's possible it could be Hat, right? So, or it could be Ball, or it could be Treasure Map, which is another thing that we definitely wouldn't mind picking up. The first one was a little bit early, but the second one I would be pretty happy to take. We're gonna take Quiver over Fancy Pants. Not entirely sure about that, but I'm hoping that we find like Sporko or Lady of the Lake here. Yeah, in general, I think I like Fancy Pants more than Quiver. But yeah, also we're gonna sell. We have a Romeo already, so we're gonna sell down and get a Juliet. Definitely don't mind taking Juliet. Or if we can get Romeo Juliet on Apocalypse early, then I think that's it's something that falls off like right after the mid game, so it's kind of perfect for Apocalypse because it gives you some strength through the mid game. But then when you replace your board, then you're not too sad about losing the Romeo Juliet combo. And we get a second Juliet, so it's gonna make our Juliet's dying a little more consistent. And we come up against Wonder Waddle playing Romeo Juliet, but our Lightning Bolt takes out one of their Romeos, so that's actually pretty huge. So they're only going to get one Juliet summon, which is bigger than ours. But we end up winning the fight because of that Lightning Bolt, so Hat really paying for itself. And I mean, we find Crystal Ball, so what are we going to do? Just not take Hat Ball when we have a Golden Familiar? It's like I said, it's a little bit unorthodox. We're on Apocalypse. We're gonna lose these mages at some point, so it's yeah, just a tad weird. And we're gonna sell this Time Flies because I mean, delaying our stag attack is just not something we want to do, and we'll TL. I mean, we TLK this stag anyways, and turns into a Golden Arthur, which is actually very good for us. Gives us some stats on a Romeo as well. And we're gonna get some pig gold out of this Pied Piper ghost. Who was pretty strong. I'm not sure how they lost. Huh. But yeah, of course we're gonna cast as many spells as we can, and since we have a sharded support there, we're gonna use that, and we're gonna triple our Juliet, and we're gonna find Forking Rod, because of course we are. That's just how this game's going. We're just at Fork Ball on Apocalypse, and at this point I'm kind of thinking I need to find a way out of this level 6 Apocalypse transform. Yeah, so like I said, it's a bit weird, but I mean, you don't just turn down Hat Ball Fork if you get it. If it gets gifted to you, you take it, right? We handle this dwarf board pretty easily, knocking another player out. And now we are on 5.1, and we have an experience spell. I mean, it would be kind of cool to get like a The End or a Turkish Delight, but we're gonna take a Lancelot, and we're just gonna clear out this shop, and then we're gonna cast the spell so that we go to 6 at the beginning of next turn. That way our spell slot's open. Like normally we want to sell before and then buy experience on the turn we transform, but also it's kind of nice that we have this golden good boy, and we get to trigger this quest on Lancelot. We're not going to replace any treasures, but it's going to give us 2 extra gold for next turn anyways, and it's going to take Lancelot out of the shops, so we take a big chunk of damage, but I think it's worth it. And yeah, now we have an empty spell slot, and we can start from scratch with our spells, and we find a spell weaver immediately, so that's a good start. Also, we can start using these TLKs to sort of craft our board into the 6s, hopefully, that we want, or we can TLK something and it can turn back into what it was. There we go. We get a pumpkin pair now from our second TLK on the Bearstein there. And yeah, we get to put a bunch of stats on our trees that we got, which is great. Tempted to just roll the dice there. And yeah, we just kind of panic buy something. But we get a great Doom Breath hit, taking out that Romeo. A lot of Romeo and Juliets in this lobby. Princess P puts stats on our Boomhilda, and then we win the fight. And we get to triple our Spellweaver again, so Spellweaver is back, and we get to triple Pumpkin. And yeah, we might as well replace our Forking Rod with a Wand of Weirding. And we can sell to keep casting spells. I think it's worth it, and we can put the beauties. We don't want to make our big things good because we have Pumpkin, but I definitely don't mind putting Beauty's Influence on the Spellweaver, since it's only going to summon a level 2 character anyways. We get a golden pumpkin summon. We summon a couple of Southern Sirens and steal 2 golden Hercs. So we're gonna take this Morgan from 25 down to 3. So they're gonna get 2 level 6 treasures this turn. So they are going to be formidable the next time we fight them. And I think we have 12 gold. I think it's worth spending 10 on this golden Ashwood. It's just gonna put so many stats on the Burnbeard. And yeah, we're gonna cast Shard on the Princess P. Like, it's decent on the board, but I mean, I just want to cast spells. Unfortunately, we don't get the Boomhilda with our double roll the dice there. This is a lot of stats with this on this Gwen. Like, those shoulder fairies are very, very large, but our summons combined with those large tree stats are knocking them down quite a bit. And this Spellweaver has got a lot of attacks, so getting the attack and then having them attack into it finishes them off. They take a bunch of golden damage from our golden pumpkin. Yeah, we can keep loading stats onto this golden ashwood, and it's gonna turn this Burnbeard into an absolute monster. Speaking of absolute monsters, I mean, there's 150 Sign of the Storm. Like, I mean, we have to play it. It's got to be better than that non-golden pumpkin, right? And then we'll finish it off with a Wand of Weirding doubled Pigomorph. And I feel like, I mean, they did get 2 level 6 treasures, but it appears they think they're not going to win. They gave us the GG. And yeah, the double Pigomorph and big Doom Breath hit. And yeah, they're even this Mimic Spear Phoenix Feather isn't going to be enough to take us down. And there it is. Hat Fork Ball Apocalypse. Definitely not your everyday Apocalypse build, but you know, that's the beauty of this game. You take what you're given and you do your best with it, right? So yeah, this was a fun one for sure. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you would have taken a different direction, or if you think you always just take Hat Ball Fork if it's offered, even on a hero that doesn't really doesn't often use it as well as other heroes. But yeah, with all that being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.